So we're looking at recreating this orange here. It's just a project that we're doing in class to try to learn the difference between, raster files, okay, or raster images, which is like your JPEG and PNGs, how they lose quality when you zoom in. Any picture that you take on your phone or anything like that is going to look like this eventually when you zoom in, versus a vector image, which is something that you can infinitely zoom into and it does not degrade in quality, okay? So that's pretty much where we're at in class right now. We have a couple tools that we want to pick up on. There's a million different ways to do this stuff. You can do it the way that you choose, but this is the way that I do it and it works well for me, okay? So, all right, first thing, find your image of your orange, okay? If you're in my class, it's on the Google Classroom. You can download that. You can open it up in Illustrator and then just, oh, by the way, my green screen's being kind of weird, so there's stuff all over my face, but that's okay. We're pushing forward. So anyways, it's on the Google Classroom. If you're one of my kids, you can download it, open it up in Illustrator, and then copy and paste it over to the file that you're going to work in. That way you have it as a reference. We're not tracing it, okay? But you have it as a reference to look at, and you also have it as an eyedropper so that we can grab the different colors from it and try to be as accurate as possible with recreating it, okay? So with that being said, this off to the side, okay? Two things: edit, preferences, general. If you're one of my students, scale, strokes, and effects. What that's going to do is if I draw something that has some kind of outline that is, I don't know, thicker, right? With that checked, it will scale the outline. So take a look. Right now, the stroke is 20 points. But when I scale that down, by the way, I'm holding shift and pulling the corner down to keep it a perfect circle. You'll see now that it's 4.95. So it scales it with it, rather than you having this, and preferences, general, rather than you having that not checked, what happens is you go like this and it becomes giant for that tiny circle, okay? So we're gonna leave that checked. Other thing, we were having issues in class with crashing the software. So go back to file handling if you're one of my kids and check all these things. These did not solve our issue, so we're gonna turn them back on, all right? Hit OK. Now, for you other people out there in the world, in the abyss, okay, you're going to want to do window, workspace automation. That way yours looks like mine. Toolbars advanced, okay? So we're good to go. Here we go. So circle, all right? That's going to be the first thing. It's the ellipse tool. If you click and start drawing, it's going to be a weird shape, but you can hold shift, which is that magic key, and get it to be a perfect circle. Size doesn't really matter, okay? So let's keep this, let's keep that for now, okay? Now, the other thing you can do is just do a single click and type in the same numbers, like 4, tab 4, enter. And that's gonna give you a 4 diameter circle. And you get that, all right? Whatever you wanna do, it's up to you. The whole shift thing, it is a magic key because even when you're drawing lines, it'll give you, rather than this, it'll give you perfect angles that you have set up in the settings to draw at those angles, okay? So we're out of that, delete. Here we go. We got a circle here, okay? We've got no fill, and we're gonna do this dark brown color, or you could try to grab that color. It doesn't really matter. I'm pretty sure it's this color anyways. Let's do a stroke of like 8 or something. Okay, we'll keep it like that. This is a ring right now. There is no fill. Copy, paste, paste. So that's Control-C, Control-V, Control-V, okay? I now have 3 of them. 2 of them, these 2 new ones that I'm going to select like that, or you can click one, hold shift, click the other to select them both. I'm just going to move out here and put fill colors on. But rather than putting a fill and turning off the stroke, I'm just going to flip them like this. Now there is no stroke and there is a fill. Obviously not the color I want, but it's a good start. Flipping it like that. One of these is on top and one of them is on bottom. Let's do random colors for now. This one, to get that shadow effect of the orange, to try to give it a little bit of 3D to it, is going to overlap this one, okay? So it's probably going to look something like that. You're going to select both, and you're going to go to the Shape Builder tool. The Shape Builder tool, now that we've created these different areas of overlap, allows me to click in this area and that area to create 2 shapes. This one will be deleted, and then you are left with these. Control-Z is back up. Control-Z. Top one, goodbye. Bottom one is only 1, so I'll bring that one back, but that makes your full circle. So with this one selected, we can do the eyedropper tool and click on the orange. And now with this one selected, we can do the eyedropper tool and do the dark orange. And the last step here is to put the rim around the outside, but you'll see that it's underneath now. So if you have it selected with the selection tool, you can right click, arrange, bring to front. And that will then go at the same center, over top, giving the appearance that your arm, I'm going to group this as well, boom. Giving the appearance that it's got some kind of shadow on it, all right? Now, as far as this stuff goes, I'm not going to show this. Circle, 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 right? Circle, circle, ellipse, right? Ellipse, we can do this one real quick and talk about rotation for a second. If you get something like this, again, I've got a stroke, no fill, flip, okay? You'll see that this is for sizing it, and then further out is for rotating it. But if you're not far enough zoomed in, you won't get that. So make sure you're zooming in on this stuff. Try to work close. I'm holding Alt and I'm scrolling on the mouse in order to zoom in. So we've got this. We're going to tilt it a little bit, zoom back out. And I don't know, it probably needs to be changed the shape a little bit. Probably need to rotate it a little bit back. Something like that. With this one selected, eyedropper tool, it was like a peach skin type color. So it's just stuff like that. Okay, you guys can do that. It's not a problem. All right. The stem, okay. When I asked my students, I said, how many lines did it take you to draw this stem? And they were saying, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for this part, okay? We're gonna do it in 2, all right? So if you take the pen tool and you go at your starting point, you're gonna click and let go. Then out here, however long you want it to be, you're gonna click and hold. That hold allows you to create a curve. The further you pull those handles out, the further away from you and the deeper the curve goes. And you can turn it and twist it however you would like. We want something like that, okay? I'm gonna click off. Now this ended up having a fill on it, so I'm just gonna turn that fill off. I only want the line like this, all right? That line, as you'll see, has flat ends to it. We're gonna change the stroke a little bit. We're gonna go up to 8 first. But this flat edge here, you can change that by going to the stroke word and doing this rounded cap. And that's gonna round the ends, okay? Now you'll see this gets bigger as it comes further out because it looks like it's like coming at us, all right? So if I select this now, I can do the width tool on the left side, and I definitely zoom into this stuff. This is harder to do if you're not zoomed in. Click this point, pull it out, and you can make that side of the stroke wider. Okay, now is that too far? Maybe, I don't know. It's up to you, it's your orange. All right, let's go in here and let's just go, we gotta go off the outside ones now since we already used the width tool. We'll just go a little bit like that. And I think we're good. Okay, we'll leave it like that, right? Now, this is still just a single line, right? With a single line, we can't really do much. We can't have a fill and an outline. But if I select it and I go to Object, Expand Appearance, it turns this into a shape. So now it is no longer a line. I can't change the curve. I can't move the nodes, nothing like that, all right? It's just a shape. But with it being a shape, I can now put an outline, dark brown, and I can, with it selected, grab the eyedropper tool and do the light brown color. Oops, like that. Oh, and that stroke's got to go back up to, I don't know, like 6 or something like that. All right, so we get that. This end, you could put a circle there if you would like, but I just use the pen tool. I go from that anchor, click and let go, to this anchor, click and hold, and, just get something rounded like that. Click off, done, okay? Next thing, these lines, all right? They kind of taper in and taper out, as it's going along, right? Or taper out, taper in, whatever. So in here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pen tool off of probably this position, click and let go out here, click and hold, and get your curve. All right, on this one, we're gonna go smaller stroke. We'll start with like 4, but it'll probably change. No fill, obviously, and you can leave it on the dark orange, okay? Or on the brown, sorry. So now we've got this, okay? There is a thing here called variable width profile, which gives you different patterns of what these lines could look like. So for instance, if I click this, it'll go from really, really thin or really, really thick to really, really thin or whatever, okay? If that's something that you like, you can do that. If you change the stroke of it, it'll change the stroke of the entire thing. So maybe that's it right there, not sure. But if you wanted to, you could use that width tool again and manipulate it to be the way that you would like. I'm personally just gonna leave it like this. I am, however, going to go to stroke and do the rounded cap again. And now you can see that this is on top of that. So I'm actually going to want to grab this, zoom out a little bit, zoom out, zoom in, shift and that, and go right click, arrange, bring to front. Now I really should have drawn the other one first, but that's not a big deal. All right. I'm going to hide that under there like so. Actually it kind of comes to a V at the bottom. So maybe I don't want to have a rounded cap. Maybe we can back up on that real quick. Hold on. I think it'll look nicer if it comes to like that V. Let's leave that like that. I'm going to copy and paste this one now. And then I'm going to do object transform reflect. And it's going to just reflect it vertically the other way. And then I'm going to take this and go like that. So yeah, you actually could have saved a couple steps there and not really, you know, done all the work that I did. But, you know, whatever. You get something like that. All right. And we leave it alone and we say it's nice. Okay, next thing. The leaf. All right. We're going to make the shape of this first. So I want to do it pretty much right next to this one. It's going to be a click and hold, right? So actually we'll go over here. Click and let's see, we'll go out, click and hold. And you get something like that, right? Click off. This, we can change the stroke. I don't know, 6. We're guessing for now. We could always change it. The other side of the leaf, a little bit more challenging. You're going to go from here probably to about here. Click and hold to get that part. And then you'll notice that now it wants to curve back out, which is fine. So if you finish it right there, it's actually not bad the way that it is. But if yours came out kind of funny, you could do an add anchor point. Okay, let's actually mess with the one that's there first. So if you go on the direct selection tool, you can click on this point and you can change how this is kind of shaped. That actually looks nice like that. But again, if you don't like yours, you can change those points and you can do an add anchor point and add it anytime you want to then with the direct selection tool, move, whoops, double click, move it in or out or change the shape of it or whatever you're trying to do. Okay. But I'm going to leave my leaf the way that it is. Now, this is the same process. We're trying to make it look like it's got some three-dimensional work to it here. Okay. Like it's got a shadow on it. So if we take this, we can do the same thing that we did with the orange. We're going to Control C, Control V, Control V. We now have 2 of them here. Okay, whoops. 2 of them here that we're going to flip. And now we have like that. One of them just a different color, doesn't matter what color. And you put them over top of each other the way that you like to leave this little strip here. Okay, selecting both. You can do the shape builder tool and you can click this area and that area. That's going to leave us with a piece that we can erase, another piece that can be erased, and it should just be 1, 2. If you want to back up, Control Z, Control Z. So now we have these. With that selected, eyedropper tool, grab the green, selection tool, go back to the other one, eyedropper tool. Whoops, that may have messed me up there, but we'll see. There we go. We get something like this, okay? Then this one. Anyone? What do we do? Anyone? Right click, arrange, bring to front. Okay, that one's got to sit on top of those in order to give you that illusion that you were looking for. Okay, I think it's got to be more like in there. There we go. All right, so that's going to go about there. So right there. Okay, back to the pen tool. This pen tool, I'm going to probably start here and go to here. So I'm going to click and let go. And right about here, I'm going to click and hold and do something like that. And then I'm going to click again here. Okay, so that's going to give it like the full stem. This one, I'm probably going to change the profile of to be, see, I want that to be the other way. I actually don't know how to do that. So if anybody knows how to do that, put that in the comments to get when you use this to flip that around. I'm not really sure how to, or how to edit those. I'm not sure. So yeah, throw that in the comments. That would be helpful for everybody else. But anyways, let's pick another one. It's got to be one that's thinner on the left side. That could work. Let's see if we change this stroke up a little bit, if it gives us something a little bit more to work with. It's not bad. You could still use the width tool on it and zoom in and try to change the width a little bit. I don't really like how it is in here. Oh boy, this is getting messy. Let's see, let's zoom out. I don't know. I don't really like that either. We're going to back up. I think we're going to do this on our own. Yeah. All right, here you go. So let's take this. I think I want to round the end. I want to see what that's going to look like. Okay. I'm going to take this, I'm going to zoom in, I'm going to do my width tool. With this, we can go, sorry, always zoom. All right, we can go small like that. I don't know, maybe we want that to come to a point, you know? I don't know. Yeah, whatever. Pick the one that you like. It's up to you. And then we're going to go on this side, and we are going to stretch this one probably just a little bit bigger. And I think that's it. I think we'll leave it like that. Okay? I kind of want this leaf to be a little bit more that way. Like that. Last thing, this is easy. You could probably cut the video off at this point, but it's just a click, click, and hold. Okay? We'll mess with that in a second. Pen tool again, click, click, and hold. And off. All right? So this one, let's see how this one works. With that, that's nice, okay? But you got to change the stroke, obviously. It's going to be like 5 or something, right? This one is going that other way again, so I don't know if that's going to work with this one. Oh, it actually did work. Okay. And we'll change that stroke again. That'll be, I think I did 4, or maybe even less, you know? So that looks nice too, all right? So listen, this was my tutorial. I hope you guys, you know, obviously liked it. I'm going to throw a little something on the screen up there. It's going to click, click, click. I don't know what it means. Maybe you should do something, maybe not. I do this stuff for free, so it would help if you just kind of help me out by liking the video. And I'll throw up my last scene here because I do have a Stream Deck, which I actually really like. I recommend it. And just say thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Later.